Good evening. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu and friends. How is everybody doing this beautiful Wednesday afternoon? I believe it's the 22nd of April. Please don't take my word for it. Look on your phone and make sure. I looked on my tablet earlier that I keep kind of a daily activity sheet of what I need to do versus what I do. And when I take 5 fur children there and back in, and if you hear yelling and screaming and hollering, they're changing out an electric pole on the other side of our neighbors, and so they're hollering back and forth. It's not a fight or a fuss. It's the electric company. And they get real excited because they heard the shouting and the yelling a few minutes ago, and they heard the truck door slam, and they thought for sure they had company, and they were all excited, and they were going to let them know that, hey, we still live here. You know, when you come in, you're going to get licked and all those fun things that we can do. So, yeah, those of you that are used to my excitement, you know what to expect. Anything can happen at any given moment, at any given time in my videos. And it has. Trust me, it has. I'm going to move you over just a little bit. The sun's kind of... There we go. But yes, I've been crocheting, but I've not been crocheting as what I said I was going to crochet. You know, I had big plans of finishing Tony the Dachshund. I have not crocheted even the first loop. I don't think since we talked last about Tony the Dachshund. I have not done any more bats. I have been making dishcloth washcloths. Now, you know how I feel about going back and forth in a square. I will do a granny square, and I don't mind that. I'll do a beanie around and around. I'll do amigurumis. Praise the Lord. You know I love my amigurumis now. A year and a half ago, I was not going to do amigurumi, but I love amigurumis now. You've seen the bee. So... I don't know really what came over me. Must have been the spirit of the dishcloth washcloth that came over me, because I have already made, I think, 12. So I was doom scrolling on Instagram, and this girl came on there, and she was showing her stack of dishcloths, and it was about this thick. And they looked so pretty, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try this again, because I normally don't like anything that's done back and forth in a square. Even a baby blanket, I will normally do, what do they call that? It's where you just keep doing the granny square over and over and over. Or I'll do the modern granny square or block stitch granny square, whatever you want to call it. But still, again, I do the, you know what I'm saying. I don't like going back and forth and making a square. However, I did that. I have made dishcloth washcloths before, but they're usually uneven. Normally they don't match. I even made the pan protectors and made various different circle sizes for the pan protectors. So when I seen this girl and her stack of beautiful dishcloth washcloths, I had the FOMO and the dishcloth washcloth envy. It got to me. So I thought, I've got some cotton yarn, and I thought, I've got a bunch of cotton yarn. And you know how you are, because you think, I normally don't use cotton yarn. I normally will push it to the back of whatever pile I've prowled and found it in. But a few weeks ago, I kept finding it, and I know occasionally I will make the pan protectors for my son's girlfriends, Nana and them. And I'll do the round ones, and then I'll do the square ones. And she had originally seen one that was shaped funny, but I never could find the pattern that I wanted for it. So I kept thinking, when I seen this girl's stash of dishcloth washcloths, I thought, surely I've got enough cotton. Well, I've just about used all of my cotton up. I have this much of these two colors left, and then just scraps of the others. So I'm hoping I've got enough out of this to do another couple of baby washcloths. And then when I get to the ones in here, I will show you the ones I'm talking about, that I want to give my friend for her grandbaby that's due, I think, the 8th or 11th of August. So I pulled out what cotton I could find, and I didn't have as much cotton as I thought I did. Now I had 3 cakes of the white, 2 full cakes and a part of another cake, I think was how it was. So I was real disappointed that I didn't have as much cotton as I'll probably find it when I don't want it. When it gets on my nerves and I think I don't want to use cotton anymore, I'll probably find a whole parcel of cotton. But the weekend and this week, I have only found very little. So I've worked up what I could find. Now this yellow was some of the stiffest cotton, and I just hated using it. I really didn't like using that. And I'm not going to hold up each one, but I'll show you. So I ran out of yellow, and I had enough of this that I'd done the border in that. Now this is the one that I had this. So I'm hoping I can get at least one full one out of that and part of another one, and then I'll finish it off in the white. And then I'll just give it to my friend, and like I said, she'll probably keep that at her house for her grandbaby. And then I thought I would give her this one. This is so soft, and those are soft. And these white ones are very, very soft. And they weren't bad at all to work with. Now I had enough. I'd done 4 full white ones. I would have probably had enough to do 2 more full white ones. But I made the mistake of starting the red, white, and green. And I was afraid I would run out, so I ended up doing the rest in the white. And I wish I had not. I wish I'd just raveled it back and maybe made face scrubbies and used the white. But I do things like that. And then I had enough to do 2 of the camo ones. So I really enjoyed making them. Like I said, I've got 4 white ones. So theoretically 4 could go for a set. But I was disappointed that I didn't have as much cotton as what I thought I did. But I'd used some of my cotton. I'm going to move you back over this way. Maybe it's not really going to help, is it? I'd used some earlier in the year for the pan protectors, and I think I'd made some dishcloth scrubbies or whatever a couple of months ago. That sun's just really bright this time of the evening. But I just really wanted to check in and say hello to everybody and see how you all were doing, and what is your preferred pattern, and how large are your dishcloth washcloths. These measure, they're about 7.5 inches by 7 inches. And the girl on Instagram done 15 rows, half double crochets, and there was 24 in each row. I've done double crochets, and I've only done 13 rows. and it equaled one of these. I started out, I think it was this one that I started out making. Yeah, it was this one. I started out doing the half double crochets, and I got here and I said, no, because it's going to take me more than 15 rows to do the size that I need. And I wanted it a good hand size, you know. So tell me, what is your size? What do you measure them? Do you do so many? Do you do single crochets, half double crochets, double crochets? I figured the double crochets was pushing it, but I went ahead and done it, and they're not holy like I thought they would be in between. So I'm pleased with them. I never thought I would enjoy making them, but I've really enjoyed making them. Now, the reason I got into making them, I thought they would be quick and simple and easy to make. A friend of mine, her church, and I do apologize for the lighting, and I keep getting pushed to the front of my seat by somebody, and I won't call names. And you probably hear snoring. It's nap time for them. And again, if you hear yelling, it's the electric company down the street. It's not, there's not an argument. A friend of mine, her church was having a fundraiser sale for their church, and they had rented one of the local business buildings where there's usually craft fairs and things that go on there. And I was going to rent a space, but at this point in time, I just really didn't have anything at all at that time to put in it. I have probably 2 bookmarks, you know, that's made, maybe 1 whale bag charm. That was it. And I thought, I just can't afford to spend the money to rent the space and not have anything. And my friends, I wore both my friends out, us having the craft fairs. We've entered twice, and now my friend done real well the last time, but not like what she thought she would do. And I didn't sell anything the last one. I gave things away. The time before, I sold, I think, 2 or 3 things, and I gave things away. So I just could not see me purchasing a space by myself and not sell anything, because I couldn't afford it, and I'm not going to do that anymore. So I thought these would be quick and easy to make. She called and said that she wanted me to make some of my little critters and put in, and I thought, I really don't have time or the energy to do. I'm going to move you. Pardon me. I'm struggling with where the sun is today, because no matter where I move you, the sun is right in the camera, and I'm going to hurry. But anyway, she thought maybe I would make some of the little amigurumis, but I just didn't have the time nor the energy to do that. So I thought of the dishcloths, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do the dishcloth washcloths. And I've about used up my cotton stash. So I think I may do some acrylic, but before I do the acrylic ones, they'd be good for pan protectors or washcloth, dishcloths, but they're just not, you can't set anything real hot on them. But I thought before I do any more of them, I may make some little whale bag charms. And they are the Crystal Bag-A-Day Crochet Whale Bag Charms. Hers is the quickest, easiest of all the ones I followed, because usually you have to make the side fins and the tail fins separate, and you have to go through all that of sewing them in, and we know how mine is. You have one here and you have one back here, and they're supposed to be like this, and so Crystals is easy. You know, you just count them and you make them as you go in with your other stitches. And I thought those would be so quick and easy. They're small. And I didn't want anything heavy for her to have to carry to take because she's doing this as a favor to me. So I thought, well, I may make about 5 or 10 of those and maybe some cross bookmarks. Those cross bookmarks takes 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes maybe. It's according to what all's going on here. It's according to how calm it is here as to how long they take me. I was doing a dishcloth the other night and I thought, oh my word, somebody's going to get a Boston Terrier stitched in with the dishcloth. They're going to get the dishcloth and then they're going to get this little Boston Terrier. Because they were just all up in my face. They were all over me. They were hyper. Sometimes they're real rambunctious, and then other times they're like this where they snore and sleep. And so yeah, anyways, that's my thought process of the fundraiser. So I'm not sure what I will do. I may not even put these in, you know, I may, because that means she's going to have to stop by here and I don't want her to feel obligated. People, you know, she works and I don't want her to have to piddle her time away with me. So I'm going to see how it goes by Friday. And then if she mentions it again, then I'll say, yeah, I've got some things ready. If not, I'll show them. And if anybody wants them, you know, here they are. Here they are. So what's everybody been doing? Do you have plans for the weekend? I don't have any plans. I don't have any plans at all except what you see around me. That's usually the extent of my plans. I haven't been out. It's been a couple of weekends ago. I may have mentioned this on the last video. I don't remember. I went out with my cousin. It's been 2 Saturdays ago. And we got out and rode around and we had a big time. We just ride around. We just see where we used to live, the cemetery where our families are buried, and we'll remember the good times and the sad times, and we'll laugh and talk and carry on, and then I come home and that's that. And so I've done that, and other than that, Easter was the last time I'd been out. So I've pretty much been home. I've just been around here. There was excitement last Friday. The neighbor got their big tall pine tree cut down. It was about to. I know they were afraid it was going to fall, and we were afraid every major storm that we had blow through here. We were afraid because one of the trees had got uprooted a few years ago, and it was huge. And thankfully, it didn't hurt their property. And so that's been about the extent. I sat out and watched that beautiful pine tree get cut down. It was so sad because it had been there forever. There was, I think, 3 in their yard, and now they're gone. And so all that's left is the big stump where it was at. I hope they'll keep the stump there because there's so much you can do with the tree stump. You know, if you can use it for a tabletop when you have gatherings. That's what we did with some of our trees that we had pulled up. We used them as, some would set their plates of food on them and some would sit on them. You know, we had several around the fire pit in the backyard. And so they make good things to use if they're not in your way. But that's all, other than we need rain. We desperately, desperately need rain. So I'm praying for rain. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's had a good week. Leave me comments about your dishcloths, how large you do them, how many rows, do you use single crochets, half doubles, double, how do you do them? I again, I went by her 24 stitches across, and then I thought to me, that's a perfect, bless them, they're so sleepy. I don't want anything real big and heavy whenever I use a dishcloth or a washcloth. So it's just about perfect for my hand, but I know a lot of people like them larger. So tell me what's your rule of thumb when you make dishcloth washcloths? How big, how many rows, how many stitches? Now all of these, I don't know if I mentioned I did a border on all of them. They looked okay, but I wanted a uniform border around all of them, and so I just done single crochets all the way around. Corners, each corner got 2 single crochets, and then of course your side gets 2 each stitch, and then your bottom and your top row just gets 1 each. But tell me what you're working on and how you're doing, and where have you been? Where have you been? I love to watch, I love my travel videos, and I love to watch people when if they just go to the supermarket. To me, that's a big deal because I don't go. I don't go. I don't like the big W to go in and shop. Now, I do my online shopping from there, and I have delivery from there, but I don't like to go in the store because I'm just not able to go in and stand up and walk. And several of my friends have mentioned getting the little scooter thing, and I said, oh my word, they'd call the law, because I would crash into everything that was there. Wouldn't be safe. Would not be safe. So I don't enjoy going in big stores, although I do want to do me a Hobby Lobby event pretty soon. So I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks I can go to Hobby Lobby, because I would love to get some baby yarn. I may do, my friend's grandbaby, I may not do a blanket because I'm just not confident enough with my stitches and all of that. And we know how I don't like big projects. So I may just make several. I may just get some more cotton and it may get a lot of baby washcloths. And these would make good little bird brags. So they would even make an old girl like me a bib. So anyways, I'm going to get off here because I'm rambling now. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you're enjoying crocheting. Tell me what you're working on. I've got a friend that has been making beautiful, beautiful market bags. And I do want to make me a market bag. I really do. I wouldn't use it for markets, but I love me a bag. I love me a bag. If I go in Five Below or the big W store or anywhere, the dollar, quarter, 50 cent, $5, $10 tree, I will end up buying the reusable bags. And it's not like I don't have enough, but I think I've got to have more because apparently I'm the bag lady of sorts. So yes, I love bags, and I will put crochet and yarn. I have 500 bags, I bet, over in my apartment right now. And I've got to go through and sort, and I just dread I'm going to have to take a pair of sharp scissors because I know there's going to be a lot of tangles, and I'm just not, I just don't have the patience right now to sit and get knots out of all of them. And they're all, part of them are attached to projects. Don't you just love the snoring? At nighttime, it's real interesting, especially if I've been asleep and I've woken up very suddenly and I hear snoring. It takes me just a minute that I have to realize you very rarely hear Gracie. She's the lab mix, and you would think that you would hear her. About the only time you will hear her is if she's having a nightmare. These snore, and they echo snore. Yeah, they echo snore. So it's like snore, 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 snore. And then it may be quiet a few minutes, and then they'll snore, 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 snore again. They're funny. They are so funny. But have a good rest of the week. I'm really rambling now. I love you all. Thank you for watching. As of the last time I looked, I was up to 610 subscribers. I am beyond the moon thankful. I'm so thankful. I just love it when I do get the nerve to look and see that I have more subscribers. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I just love it. And I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for letting me participate in your vehicles. Yeah, your vehicle rides. A lot of you, I ride in your vehicle with you. When you go on your trips and your projects and there's one I watch in England, and I love it because she goes on the trains a lot. I'll try to think to link her in the description box. I love to watch her videos because she usually has at least one friend, sometimes more, that will all take a train trip into London, and they'll go to different events and different crocheting things, and it's just, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, to live where I could just hop on a train and ride. I'd be on the train probably from the time it started till it stopped. I just probably unless they charged me a bunch of money, then I couldn't. But I would love to be on a train. I would love to. So anyways, I'm getting off. I promise you this time. Have a good day. Have a good week. And if I do anything else with my crocheting, I will let you know. Thank you for watching. Join me back next time for snore music from the House of Lulu. Bye-bye.